Intro. At 11 weeks pregnant, you are so close to crossing that first trimester finish line. The feelings are probably all over the place right now, a mix of anxiety and pure excitement for your upcoming 12-week scan. Your body is hitting a real turning point, and in this video, we're diving into everything you need to know about your baby's incredible growth spurt and the surprising symptoms that are showing up as you wrap up the first trimester. Section 1. Your baby's incredible development. First up, let's talk about your baby, because they are getting so big, so fast. This week, your baby is about the size of a large strawberry or a fig, measuring around 2 inches long. It's funny to think that their head still makes up about half that length, but don't worry, their body is working hard to catch up. And the tiniest details are just amazing. This week, your baby's fingers and toes have finally separated, no more webbing, and they're even starting to form little nail beds. Inside their mouth, their tongue and palate are now in place. All those little bones are also starting to harden, transforming from soft cartilage into a proper skeleton. Now, even though you can't feel a thing yet, your baby is having a full-on dance party in there. They're constantly stretching, wiggling, and even doing little somersaults in the amniotic fluid. These movements are still pretty jerky since their nerves and muscles are just figuring out how to work together. All of their vital organs are in place, and a lot of them are already starting to do their own thing. For example, their heart is fully formed and beating super fast, often twice as fast as yours. Your baby is essentially a complete, tiny human, and from here on out, everything just continues to grow and mature. Section 2. Your changing body. A major turning point. Okay, so what's going on with you? For a lot of people, week 11 feels like a shift is happening. The placenta is starting to take over the huge job of feeding the baby, and as it does, you might notice your symptoms changing, too. For some of you lucky ducks, this might be the week when that bone-deep exhaustion and morning sickness finally start to back off as your hormones calm down a bit. But, if you're still feeling super nauseous and tired, please don't worry, that's also completely normal. One of the least fun symptoms around this time? Bloating and gas. You can thank the pregnancy hormone progesterone for this one, since it slows down your entire digestive system. This is actually a good thing because it gives your body more time to pass nutrients to your baby, but it can definitely leave you feeling uncomfortably full. You might also be noticing more vaginal discharge. A thin, milky white discharge is a totally normal, if not slightly weird, part of pregnancy caused by all those hormonal shifts. Of course, if you ever spot a strange color, notice a bad smell, or feel any itching, that's your cue to check in with your doctor. And the big question, what about a bump? At 11 weeks, your uterus has grown to the size of a grapefruit. If this is your second or third pregnancy, you might be seeing a little bump pop out. But for a lot of first-time moms, it might just feel like you're a bit thicker around the middle, kind of like you've just had a giant lunch. Either way, it's perfectly normal. Mid-video CTA. Honestly, this journey is so different for everyone. What's been the most surprising symptom for you at 11 weeks? Drop it in the comments below. I think it creates such an amazing community when we can all read through and see what everyone else is going through. Section 3. Looking ahead. What to do now. This week is really all about looking forward to one of the biggest milestones of your first trimester, the 12-week scan. Most people have their first big ultrasound, sometimes called the nuchal translucency or NT scan, sometime between weeks 11 and 14. This scan is just so special. It's often the first time you really get to see your baby looking like an actual little person. The scan also has a medical purpose. It measures the fluid at the back of the baby's neck to help screen for certain chromosomal conditions. Around this time, you might also be offered non-invasive prenatal testing, or NIPT. It's a simple blood test that screens for the risk of those same conditions. Remember, these tests are totally optional, and it's always a great idea to chat with your doctor or midwife about which choices are right for you. And for a practical tip to get you through the week, let's talk digestion. To help fight that bloating and constipation, try to focus on two things: fiber and water. Load up on whole grains, fruits, and veggies, and make sure you are sipping water all day long. Staying hydrated can also really help with headaches and dizziness. And if you're still dealing with that lingering nausea, eating small, frequent meals can still make a huge difference. Conclusion: you are in the home stretch of the first trimester, and that is a massive accomplishment. Think about it, you've built a tiny human from scratch. You are so close to hitting that second trimester sweet spot, where many people get that famous pregnancy glow and a much needed burst of energy. Next week brings that huge scan and the official end of this wild first phase. Thank you so much for watching. If this update was helpful, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our 12-week update. I can't wait to see you there.